Colton Clack. Today I'll be trying to persuade you all that soccer is better off having video assistant referees. So the governing body of World Soccer, or FIFA, has recently moved to test video assistant referees in professional games. This is a new chapter for the beautiful game because in decades previously, other major sports have been using this technology, but soccer has been behind in using it and it's only been mentioned recently. Many people have differing opinions about the process, ranging from voting against it because it would disrupt the flow of the game, to realizing its benefits as it would finally be able to make close calls on the highest levels and in the biggest matches. Just recently, it was also announced that video assistant referees will be used at the 2018 World Cup in Russia next summer. In this speech, I will outline both sides of the issue at hand and make a case for the justification of video assistant referees. VAR, or Video Assistant Referees, is a new addition to soccer that has divided fans and professionals across the world. In an article for SB Nation, Andy Thomas wrote, "Being or assisting a referee is a monumentally difficult business. It requires an individual to make split-second interpretations of complex rules while running around a lot. The referees in soccer are required to make hard decisions while dealing with fatigue and only two other opinions on infringements in most cases coming from the linesmen on both sides of the field. VAR allows closer inspection and relief from the huge burden of making the right call all the time. Another case for VAR can come from the fact that people watching TV at home use benefits of video replays all the time, yet inside the stadium it hasn't been used for decision making at all, which makes no sense. Australia may become the first country to use VAR in its top soccer league, the Hyundai A-League. The Sydney Morning Herald published an article back in April of this year saying it is being considered as one of the first leagues to use the technology. If all goes well, we could see the rest of the world's leagues follow suit. For those of us worried about soccer games being stopped every 5 minutes to check and see if they made the right call or not, Ed Aarons quoted a former English Premier League referee for The Guardian who said, "The philosophy is minimum interference for maximum benefit. This is not designed for there to be 15 to 20 decisions per match." In theory, VAR would only be used for major decisions that could influence the scope of the game, such as penalty kicks, red cards, or mistaken identity. With all this in mind, there are several things that can make it seem like a bad thing. VAR has some downsides as well. In an article for MLS Multiplex, Nico Muniz says that becoming too reliant on video review is also something that could happen, as well as with coaches wanting every foul in the box to be reviewed or every direct red card to be reviewed, as this will lead to a lot more delays. Fans and coaches alike could become so skeptical of every call they will demand that a closer look be taken at every moment of the game. Another con is that soccer has a constantly running clock throughout each half of the game, and at the end of the half, extra time is added on for any stoppages such as injuries or substitutions. If VAR is to be used, it will have to have time added on to compensate for every stop and play. If it's used constantly, we could see upwards of 5 minutes added on to each half, which would make soccer games unbearably long. Consistently could be another drawback. If a referee decides to use the video assistant for a certain situation, it could be looked at as though they should treat every similar situation the same way and use video assistant referees. If the consistency isn't there, it can anger the coaches and fans. I will now show you a quick clip of VAR in action in Australia. As you can see here, all the players are wanting a handball in the box, and when they go to the replay, you can clearly see that it does come off the hand in the penalty box, which would signal a penalty kick. And as with every decision, the referee must make an outline of a box to signal that he wants to go to the assistant referees up in the stands. And because of the video assistant referee, they have awarded Sydney FC the penalty kick. All in all, it's an imperfect system that is still undergoing many changes and tests. However, it should be looked at as the future of professional soccer, despite its controversy. It will benefit the game, and it will ensure more often than not referees can make the right call most of the time. Thank you.